going or not today? Where is Oppa? She said with annoyance, looking for him. Oh, just go and call him now, she said while you just sit there silently. I did, Oma. When Jungkook finally walked down, and Chloe sighed in relief. Oppa, where were you? She asked with annoyance when your gaze shifts to him and met for minutes and you look away, taking your thanks when Zoe also walked down. As you look at her, her eyes look swollen. Oh, hi, stops as she noticed. What happened to your eyes? Why it's so swollen, Annie? Walking to her and Zoe looking here and there. Annie, did you cry? You sighed and walked to Chloe. Chloe, it must be because of not sleeping well, she said in between, to don't make her uncomfortable as she'll already look upset. While Mrs. John raised rose and questioned to Jungkook, and he shook his head and she nodded. Chloe, aren't you getting late? Mrs. John speaks. Yes, Oma, she said, looking at her in concern, when Zoe smiled forcefully. I'm fine, Chloe. You go, aren't you getting late? Are you sure you're okay? She nodded, smiling. She sighed as she gave her a quick hug. Take care, she said. Will talk to you after coming back. She added and she just nodded. Let's go. Shit, I forgot my phone in my room. I'll be back. She rushed upstairs. You looked at Zoe as you walked near her, and she gives you a small smile. And you hugged her out of blue while Jungkook looked at them. I don't know the reason, but please take care. If you want, you can share with me. He said, and she smiled and hugged you back. Sure, thank you. You broke the hug and smiled. You looked at Jungkook, who is already looking at you, and looked away when Chloe walked downstairs. Let's go, Anna, otherwise we will miss our first lecture, she said, rushing, and you nodded. You got off from car while Chloe does too. Chloe, your wallet, Jungkook said, and she face palmed. What's so rush? He said. Need to now, we are already late because of you. Professor will throw us out of class. Jungkook folded arms across his chest. Who has this much guts to do that? He asked and Chloe gave him a tight lip smile. Our professor, of course, he's really strict. Jungkook focused energy. So today I should meet your professor, huh? You roll your eyes. It will be not needed if you let us go, Mr. John. You interrupt and Chloe nodded, as his gaze shifts to you. So, can we go? He asked. No, he replied, making your eyes jolt a little. Okay, Chloe, you stay here, I'm going. You're about to walk. Dare to step forward and your old classes will be abandoned. He blurted out and you looked at him unbelievable. And I know how much you both study, he added while his gaze fixed on him. Oh, but don't say like that. He walked near him. You never change, right? You said as he just stared you. Chloe, you go. She will come. Chloe frowned and nodded initially, shrugging her shoulder. Okay. She walked as he signaled Alex as well, and he followed her while you observed them maintaining daring eye contact with him. What do you want now? She said, and he stared her briefly. Can you give me? He asked, and you scoffed. Of course not. She replied uninterestedly when he took a strand of her hair behind, making her glare at him. Talk to me properly, he blurted out. Properly? You know, I don't want to talk to you like this or anyway, he stared. I'm leaving. She's about to walk, and he held her wrist, making her close her eyes. It's a request, he said, making you look at him immediately, as you blinked multiple times. You okay? You asked, being surprised, and he nodded. Drunk in morning. Jungkook squint froze. I don't need to get drunk because you're here. You wide your eyes in shock and he grinned playfully. Unbelievable. Hi, Wine, he said as your gaze shifts to him, also Jungkook. He walked near you as you eyed on Jungkook and he extended you hand for handshake. Good to see you. My day will go well now, he said, making you eye on Jungkook, whose expression changed in fraction. Bogum smiled softly, looking at you while you eyed on Jungkook, but initially chose to ignore. What a beautiful morning it's been now, he said with grin, and he just stared. Jungkook raised brows, folding arm across his chest as he looked at Bogum and smiled. Good morning, Sunwin, and he chuckled. Good morning, Ma'am Ryan, and Jungkook made face. When Bogum's gaze shifts to Jungkook, who is throwing daggers on him, and look back at Ryan. Is he a brother? I'm not her brother. He didn't even let him complete as he looked at Jungkook, who is fuming in anger, looking at him as if he really wants to throw hands on him, while you look back at Bogum, who looks confused. He's my best friend's brother. Jungkook gaze shifts to you. I should go. I'm getting late for my class. See you soon, women. You said while in between eyeing on Jungkook. And when initially walked, as Jungkook tried to say something but his hand stopped in air as she walked away. While Bogum smiled internally and Jungkook noticed and glanced his jaws, so he approached him. What's your name? He asked coldly and Bogum looked at him confused. Pardon? Can't you hear in once? Bogum chuckled slightly. No, I asked for confirmation whether you asked for my name. Jungkook gave him a look. It's Park Bogum, he said, extending hand for handshake as Jungkook eyed on his hand and then him. Instead of handshake, he wore his shades and leaned to his car, hands in his pocket, while Bogum raised his brows. Stay away from her, he warned him, and Bogum looked at him blankly. You're not her brother, right? Jungkook tightened his jaw and shut his eyes because hearing this millionth time, which is enough to make his blood boil. He walked near dangerously. I'm not her brother, but stay away from her. Otherwise, no one will be worse than me. He warned him, and Bogum looked at him, confused, raising brows. Wait, what is she's up to you? Jungkook scoffed. It's none of your business. Jungkook stared at him for a while, then sat in his car before driving away, and Bogum stared at him in astonishment. Haha, nice one. He laughed a little and Chloe gave you a look. It looks funny to you. You shrugged your shoulder. Is it not? And she sighed heavily. Leave it, let's eat something. You know it. You're about to walk when someone blocked your way. As you look up and he raised brows and smiled. Going for lunch? You nodded while glancing at Chloe. Can I join you? You looked at him confused. With us? And he nodded. Sorry to ask, why you don't join with your classmates? He chuckled a little. Sorry if I made you a bit uncomfortable, but don't see me as a creep. Actually, they all have gone for games, so I was alone. That's why I asked. I looked at you, sighing as you both exchanged glances in confusion, and he tilted his head. Yeah, you can join. She smiled. Thanks. By the way, can we be friends? He said, extending hand for handshake. Are you sure, Sunwin? What are you up to? She asked curiously. Nothing, just wanted to be friends with you beautiful ladies, he said, glancing at you while Chloe raised. Nice way to impress girls, he chuckled. Are you impressed them? He asked, smiling while Chloe chuckled. Something is fishy. Never mind. Let's be friends. You sound a good gentleman, she said, accepting handshake. I'm honored, he said, going a little as his gaze shifted to him. Will you be, ma'am? His squints fell. Not ma'am, though, you said, accepting his handshake, and he chuckled. Thanks, by the way. And Alex just watched them with suspicion as they smiled, and they walked, and he followed them. Wow, you know every professor very well, he nodded, gulping drink. Yeah, my experience. That's why telling you which professor you need to be careful and obey them. Some of them like that only, Chloe nodded. Thanks for advice. I will not risk my last year. She chewed her food while you just listened them eating silently. Ma'am, why, you said, glaring at him, and he chuckled. Yes, Ryan. Don't you speak? Are you introvert type of a girl? He asked, and you shook your head. No, it's not like that, he said. You speak very silent You gulp down the bite. Actually, I don't like to talk while I'm eating. Chloe laughed a little. You got affected by Opa's company. He also doesn't like as you eyed on her. It's not like that. Actually, we should not talk while eating. It's not a good habit. He smiled. Nice advice. I'll keep this in mind from next time. You smiled. Everybody has their different opinion. You don't have to follow me. Softly, and he chuckled softly. You may speak less, but you speak good. I like your voice. Chloe gives him bombastic side eye as you smiled a little. He's flirting with you. Bogum scratches his head. Complimenting is not flirting. Chloe squinted. A girl knows very well they have six senses. Bogum sighed as he looked at Wine. You can call it healthy flirting. He shook her head. Haha, anything, huh? She said sarcastically as her phone rings. I'll be back. She got up to attend the call and Bogum sighed. Sorry if I said something wrong. He shook your head. You don't have to. I'll point you out when you cross the limit. And he chuckled. You're nice. You smile as you drink water. Bogum stared you for a while. You have something here, he said, pointing at your lips as you wiped, but couldn't wipe the place where the food comes. When he extended his hand, but you stopped a little, gazing at his hand. Can I? You just stared him. When he took the tissue and wiped the corner of your lips, and Chloe came. Her footsteps halted as she closed her eyes, cursing underneath. She eyes on her phone screen and cleared her throat instantly. Bogum moved back after wiping the food crumbs from Wine's lips. Thank you, Sunbeam. And he just nodded. Wine, as you looked at her. She widened her eyes a little. She gestured her to come as she got up. Okay, Sunbeam, we have to go, Chloe said, and to Bogum nodded. Sure, even I have to go as well. See you, he replied. You would, and when Chloe dragged you with her, as you looked at her in confusion, and she looked at you down. What? She turned the phone screen to you. As you look at Jungkook, and your brows straightened, and she gestured you, and you internally cursed Chloe as you're about to speak. He cuts the call, making you close your eyes as you sighed. How long you have been on FaceTime with him? You asked, sighing, and she looked at her phone and then you. He had seen what he shouldn't. You sighed. I didn't done anything what he shouldn't seen. You replied, correcting your thought, and she walked to you. Are we serious, Ryan? We could have explained him, but what he has seen, he have definitely misunderstood you. You look at her uninterestedly. Why would I explain to him? You are his sister, not me. I don't owe any explanation to him. He replied coldly, and she looked at you unbelievingly. Are you serious, Ryan? Were you behaving like this? Before you used to explain for him for little things. Now, you looked at her. Before I was stupid, now I'm not. You replied, and Chloe just stared you, blinking multiple times. He called me to see you because he's going out for a week due to some work. She unconsciously said, and you looked at her. Chloe, I know he's your brother and you will defend him, but why you want the same from me? My relationship is to you and Mama only, he replied. I understand your rudeness towards Opa, but he must have said those things in anger, and I'm sure he doesn't mean it. And he said sorry to you, right? You sighed. Chloe, let's stop here. Please, I don't want to talk about it. He wondered uninterestedly and said and walked, and she looked at you shocked. You both walked to car as Chloe sits in the car. When you are about to sit in the car, Alex stopped you, and you looked at him confused. Not in this car, ma'am. For you, that one. You frowned in confusion. But why, when both of us can go in the same car? You replied in confusion. It's because both of your ways are not same. He speaks from behind, sending chills to your body. As you turn and look and blink multiple times, also Chloe came out of the car looking at him shocked. But Opa, you were going for some work, right? She speaks. Alex, take Chloe home. Mine will be coming with me. he said when wine looking at wine with dark eyes. Chloe sat in the car and go home. He ordered and she nodded slowly. Okay, Opa. As she looked at wine one last time before sitting in the car. While you just heard him speechless because you are too stunned to speak when Alex drove off. And when he took slow steps yet dangerously towards you, while you clutched your dress trying to maintain your composure. Sit in the car, he said in dark husky voice while you just stared him. Mr. John, I'm asking you politely, not I want to force you why. Just do what I said for now. Or he stopped as he looked to cover it. Or or I might end up doing something here which I don't want. Because you don't know my madness right now. He blurted out. I don't want to go anywhere with you. He replied, gathering courage, and he glared at it. Fine then don't blame me. He took out his phone. Alex, abduct him from wherever you find him, he ordered while glaring at you and your bro stated. Fuck off, Bogum. Your eyes widened as you quickly walked to him. Mr. John, what are you doing? Have you gone crazy? You immediately responded, holding his hand as he eyed on it. Yes, I have gone crazy. You have made me crazy. He whispered and he looked at him in disbelief. Don't do this. You said, shaking your head, and he pulled you closer, gently by your wrist. Then sit in the car. Well, you close your eyes before you look back at him. Okay, I'm coming with you. He said, giving up, and he leaves your wrist. As he opened the car door, and you sit in the car, and he does. You looked around the whole place, which looks vacant. And when he closed the main door, and you looked in the direction as he walked towards where you brought me, you blurted. He walked near you, looked in your eyes directly, and you gulped hard, looking at his dark aura, which sent shivers to your spine. But you still managed to maintain yours. I am mad right now. I'm hella mad right now that I can kill anyone. While you remain silent. Would you ask me the reason? He whispered in dark, husky voice, while you still remain silent, unknowingly adding fuel to his anger, because nothing makes him more mad than your silence. It eats him up. She doesn't know this. I had an urgent work, but I abandoned it. You know why? You closed your eyes, sense of anger. Mr. John, I don't think we should talk right. He put finger on your lips. Why you do this? Intentionally or unintentionally? Just why? His one hand gently cupped your face as he kissed your cheeks gently, and you tried to remove it, but he held your hand. Just don't, he ordered as you stared. Why you do this to me? He whispered, pressing words while you stared. What I did? His hand slowly wrapped around her waist as he pulled her closer, making her bed to hitch. You know exactly what I'm talking about. He whispered while you tried to remove your hands from your waist, but he didn't let you. How was I supposed to know what's going on in your mind? She coldly said, and Jungkook's jaws tightened. Why you seem too close with other men, Ryan? Why you just let him touch you? And your brows straightened as you pushed him away a little. It's none of your business, Mr. John, she declared. And why would I explain anything to you? I can hang out with whomsoever I want. You have nothing to do with it. He walked near you while you maintained daring eye contact with him. You can't just hang out whomsoever you want. You can't just let any other man to touch you. And you looked at him, astonished. Any other man means not anyone. You folded arms across your chest. Who are you to tell me that? This is my life. You won't be seeing him again. Otherwise, consequences won't be good. He warned her while she looked at him shocked. You can't just stop me. What will you do? Then every other man lose their life. You will get close to him. And he said, leaving you at utter shock. Have you gone mad? She unconsciously said. I said what I said, choice is yours. He declared, making you mad as hell. Can't do that. You yelled back, striking halfway his shoulder. "The- You are to tell me this, huh?" You asked with a rage, and he just stared at you with his burning eye. Why can't you just understand a small thing? You can't control my life, she said with rage. He's my friend. I will hang out with him. And I dare you to touch him. You said in high pitch, holding arms across your chest. Don't challenge me, I'm a man of my words. Man. This man thing, this man ego of yours, I hate the most, Mr. Jan. You know what? I hate you the whole, she declared, making his face tighten. Were you? Were you, huh? Even if you had right on me, I would never give you the right to control my life. Did you hear me, Mr. Shah? He angrily said, and he walked near you. Can't you understand? It's a small thing. I don't like you when you're close to other men. Can't you understand the small thing? He removed his hands, maintaining the daring eye contact with him. That's not my problem. You need to see Doctor, Mr. Jan. He blurted out as he tried to walk away, but he pulled you back, pinning you against the wall. As his heart touched to your face, and you bit him. It's not mental sickness that I need to see the doctor, he whispered, and you maintained your cold aura. It is. Go to a therapist. He just stared you, breathing heavily. If you don't find one, I will help you out in that. Make sure you never feel this way again. You can't control someone's feeling, can you? He whispered. It's a mental sickness. Don't name it as a feelings. When you are ready to kill anyone like that, normal people don't say stuff like this. You are doing this intentionally, right? You know what I mean. Still, you're behaving like you don't know anything. He chuckled sarcastically. Sorry, I don't have power to read people's mind. Okay, then hear me carefully. I'm jealous. I'm not just jealous, but I'm feeling very jealous. He confessed, making her heart to skip a beat. And you know why? He said, but he didn't respond. Because you never talked to me like that. You never behaved that calm with me, did you? Then why with any other man, why not me? He whispered and he finally blinked, looking away. Mr. John, leave me. She tried to free herself, but he tightened the grip. I'm not done yet, he whispered, and you just stared. I don't want to hear you. You spoke, and he just stared your eyes before speaking. But I want you to hear me and answer my questions, he said while you struggled in his grip. His confession left you at utter shock. Your curse worked, but I never thought I would feel like this is a blessing. Your heartbeat is raising at every word, but you didn't let it come to your face. Then what's illegal to get mad at you after seeing you with other men? You just stared at him with no words. If it's madness, then I'm mad. I'm crazy, he whispered, but you are mine. The one who deserves your attention and everything from you is only me. No one, he lastly said, and you breathed before speaking. Whatever your reason is, Mr. John, you don't have right to do that. You don't have right to control me. I don't give this right to you, he stubbornly said. He loosened the grip from your hands, hearing you as he stared at you unbelievably. You looked at him. I just can't be with you. I just can't. You just make me sick. What's that in him, not in me? He asked, feeling not in his throat, and you looked at him. He's just a friend of mine, but he's far more better than you. He made his face clenching jaws. You know why? I don't behave that with you. Because the reason itself, See, just now, you want everything according to you because it's you at the end. You can do whatever you want. You do what is right, but if same thing the other person do is wrong, you can yell and let all your frustration out on anyone because it's you. You will treat the other person right if they obey you like a robot, right? Because again, it's you, a male chauvinist personality. He just listen. You can have female friends and you can hang out and go wherever you want to go with her. But if the other person you like do the same thing, you won't tolerate because it's you, right? Teacher on Jungkook. And yes, what did you say? You will kill him. That's what you do, Mr. Sham. The so-called mafia thing. Yeah, of course, you're a mafia. Killing is just your habit. You said shrugging sarcastically with pen. Tell me clearly, Mr. John, you would really kill him because he just helped me clean the food I had on my face. You asked with a bit desperation and just stared at him being speechless. It's just a snap of your work, right? Killing innocent people. Jungkook shook his head. That's not what you think. You walked to him. Then what's it like? Tell me. She asked and he just stared at her. Why you behave like an obsessed psycho? You slowly pulled him by his collar. You said you will make your girl obedient, then open your eyes, Mr. John. See, here, this is me, the most rebellious girl, whom you always hated for talking back. Then what are you doing, huh? She calmly said, being mad. I don't love you. I never can. Especially a man like you, I will never. Then your gaze shifts to your hands, where it is placed, and you remove them immediately, laughing to him. Oh, sorry, I hurted your male ego. You wryly chuckled. When he took your hands, placing them to his collar, looking in your eyes. It's your right, he whispered. He pulled you closer. I am mafia, definitely, but not a bad human being, he said. The world have both innocent and bad people. So for those bad ones, I'm here. Now what you think? He added. It's true, you are not my type, but I love you. Can't help it that. I'm not hating the fact. I'm accepting. It's just out of my control. You whisper while you gulp down your nose. But I'm hating the fact, Mr. Jung, he replied. No matter what you say, I'm not going to change my decision. I can't be the woman you think. You stubbornly shook your head as a tear slid down from your eyes. You are in the categories which I hate the most and scared to. If you see from my eyes, you will know that what I mean, she said at the end. You're rejecting me, he asked, and you looked at him with no words. Not every person is the same as they show, he said, and you pressed your lips. It's going to be 3 years since we are living together, Mr. Jiang. If I didn't get to know you that much, then what I did. It's so pathetic to reject someone's feeling just on the image you have created in your mind, he said with heavy tone. Correction, you have created, and if that is wrong, then I'm pathetic, she replied and maintained a daring eye contact. I can't even hate you, he replied with so much emotion and anger. Forget everything, your obsession, me, and your feelings. I'm not a toy which is yours. I wish you know the difference between obsession and love. Sadly, you don't. Wish you know the real person I am and what you forced me to be. I will never forget this, he replied bitterly. Then don't, you replied, holding your tears back. I don't want a man who doesn't understand others' pain, but when it comes to his, he will be heartbroken. And he walked aggressively, holding your shoulders. Which pain you are talking about, huh? I asked your forgiveness many times, but you are the one who is not ready to listen. Speak up, just speak up, Mayan. How am I hurting you? He asked, and you removed his hands. Let it be, you won't understand, you said, looking away. Let's end this here. Once again, thank you for this. Thank you for everything you did for me. said Chung. He just stared when you stepped back, looking away as you were about to walk, but he stopped as he spoke. Never show up to me, Mayan, he blurted out as you closed your eyes. You closed your eyes, but body felt goosebumps when you felt the warmness behind your back, but you didn't look back. Because if you did, I will forget everything. Don't know what I might do, he whispered, sending shivers to your spine. You still gathered your courage and walked away, but initially ran, wiping your tears. Jungkook stood there, staring at her disappearing figure as a tear finally slid down from his eyes and he dropped on his knees.